This is something that I've been thinking about today, and I thought I'd share it. And that's the fact that you got to figure yourself out. Now, when I say that, because I imply that for myself as well, I don't mean you have to like solve all your problems. Because I think when people use this sentence, figure yourself out, it's like, okay, solve your issues right now. Right? Like go solve your issues for the time being. And when I say that, I don't mean go solve your issues. When I say figure yourself out, I mean understand what you fundamentally want and what works for you. Figure yourself out as in understand yourself. And I say that the reason I say that is because recently I've been studying here and there, and you know after a while or a couple months now of like actually taking school seriously, I see what works and what doesn't work, but sometimes what does work will stop working, and there's just a lot of different things going on, right? But through that experience, I've kind of been able to understand. I have some grasp of what is going to work for me academically to help me succeed and what is not going to work for me. I will tell you this, something that definitely isn't going to work for me is, I have to think out on the top of my head. This is just a real easy one, but like working around others. I will never be able, like I've put this set in stone. I will not be able to work around another person just because it distracts me a lot. I work better by myself in my own home, way better. Now I'm not saying I don't want to go to school because of that, but I understand that works for me. I understand that. I'll give another example. I really like to try to keep all my knowledge organized, I guess, and I've kind of half-assed it. But there was something I tried for a bit that did not work. It was this. It was a binder, so that way I could sort through my notes and put them all wherever. I'll show you these beautiful notes that I made for the for IVT, MVT, EVT. So intermediate value theorem, mean value theorem, and extreme value theorem. These are all for, this is like for calc. And it's kind of boring. That is my best note. I swear I took better. Either way, as you saw, I had to get up and go get it because I've abandoned that. Because that does not work for me. I, for me, paper notes are not like end game notes, if that makes any sense. They're not the final note I'm gonna have. I'm not gonna write on my paper, whether I try my best or not, and I'm not gonna write on it and go, these are the notes I have. I like to have them nice and neat and clean. I don't have very good handwriting, and I kind of honestly don't care to try to get better, at least yet. And so I've been using digital notes for a bit, and I found that to be helpful for me. It organizes my knowledge really well. I can manipulate it. I was a bit concerned with how I would put math into my notes, but it's actually a lot easier than you realize. But anyways, I tried something and I understand what works for me and what doesn't work for me at all. And so I really recommend for those of you, this doesn't just include in like school, but just works for you to get better at anything. I also, for example, I play bass, right? I haven't been actively been trying to get better at bass, but I just hit my computer. But I know what works for me practicing wise with bass and what's going to help me. I know what I will struggle with specifically. And that's also another important factor too, is know what you struggle with. Know what your weaknesses are and how you can, and I don't know if I'm using this word correctly. I've never known if I've used this word correctly, but how you can circumvent those those pitfalls you may have. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine that you have those pitfalls. For example, I can't really take paper notes as like my final notes, and that's fine. That's fine. I have other solutions. That is completely acceptable. Uh I feel like there's not a lot I can come up on the top of my head, but just learn about yourself. You know, take some time to be with yourself and try things and struggle a little because struggling's never that bad. Have a positive attitude. I'm going to talk about that in another video. And I believe that's all I have to say. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you continue having a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I'm sorry, but tomorrow might be better. I've been me, you've been you. Stay awesome. Click.